Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. Hold on. Okay. So, now I did review the first three, Planet of the Apes movies. I don't know when I'll get to Conquest and Battle. Now I've seen like the newer. I saw at least the 2011 Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Granted, maybe I should be reviewing that one first and then this one, but I decided to do the second one in this trilogy because I already saw the first one back in the day, and I remember pretty much a lot from the first one. This one is liked by many, and it's praised a lot. It's 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, which okay. So it's directed by Matt Reeves, who's doing also Batman. I would like to know when that's coming out, because I thought it was supposed to come out this year or next year, but no, I guess it's coming out in 2023. So whatever. But this one, it stars Andy Serkis as Caesar, who now is pretty much, the alpha of the pack. All the apes follow him. And he has a buddy named Koba, who he hates humans because pretty much he's been experimented on by humans a lot. So he has a hatred for them. He pretty much is the bad guy in this one. There are some humans are pretty much annoying, which I'll get to. One of them, Carver, which is I was so that was the one scene I was okay with Koba killing a human was him, because he literally trigger happy, I swear. We have Jason Clarke as Malcolm, the main human guy, who I saw him in the new Pet Cemetery. I did not like the new Pet Cemetery. I believe it's still on my channel where I reviewed it. I did a rant on it because I did not like it. That was dumb and silly. The first one had way more. It actually had a lesson in it towards this, the newer one. But whatever. Maybe I'll review the. I'll probably do the original, and then I'll review the remake or reimagining or whatever. Then you have Keri Russell as Ellie, who, again, if you played Last of Us, then you know who that is. Gary Oldman as Dreyfus, not Richard Dreyfus. I believe he played Gordon in the Nolan films. Which, his character seems more like an evil Gordon, because he's basically I think he's like a colonel or something. But basically, the movie takes place 10 years after the first film. Pretty much he flew from the first film, at the end of the first film, pretty much spread, and it pretty much genetically enhanced chimpanzees, and pretty much humans are, the whole world is pretty much apocalypse. There's this human colony, and then there's the apes in the forests or in the woods, and pretty much the movie at the beginning is a whole lot of sign language, which I was fine with, but the fact is annoying. I was watching it online, and I had to automatically, I had to click closed caption, because apparently the movie online doesn't, give you them automatically, so I had to click the button. But, so yeah, basically it's, humans don't really have a lot of power. They gotta go into the forest to go to this dam, that can harvest or can give them power, but they have to get through apes, and they meet up with Caesar, who the character of Carver, who is an annoying character. He is like, I like the whole law for ape kill not ape, or ape don't kill ape, or something like that. If only humans could, live by that. But, but yeah. So, it's basically, I think this one takes portions of Conquest and Battle of the Apes. Planet of the Apes. Because towards the end, like, when stuff gets crazy, because, pretty much you have Malcolm, and then you have his wife, Keri Russell, Ellie, and then you have their son, who's pretty much a teenager, and then you have two other survivor guys with them, or three other actually, and then you have Caesar, you have his son, who's like, I think he's supposed to be like a early teen, and then you have his wife, who's with a newborn, and pretty much, yeah, a group of humans led by a man named Malcolm trespasses on apes territory from San Francisco in search of for power of the dam or whatever. Pretty much they encounter Caesar's son, Blue Eyes, and his friend Ash, which leads to a stupid character shooting at one of them, and then Caesar kicking them out of the jungle, not jungle, but forest. And then it's up to Malcolm to go back to plead with Caesar, and he does, and pretty much he gives him he tells him he needs 3 days at least, I believe, because pretty much after 3 days, if they're not back, to the human side of things, then pretty much evil Gordon is going to storm the ape territory and kill all the apes. And that's basically the plot. I mean, it does have like decent effects in it. It's written really pretty well. I did like the whole midway through towards like the big confrontation with Koba and Caesar. Caesar, they think a human shoots Caesar, which I thought was so, like, the way that scene goes, where Copa pretty much stages humans assassinating Caesar. It's really ballsy, or how Koba goes about it, because like he like doesn't hesitate. He looks at him right in the eyes and just raises a gun and just fires, shoots him like in the shoulder, pretty much, and then Caesar falls off the cliff or whatever. Everybody thinks he's dead. So then Copa pretty much takes over, and pretty much he's mad with power. He becomes Tony Montana, because there's a shot where he has two guns, and it reminded me of Scarface, where he's just shooting off his guns on a horse, just at humans all over the place. Like it had Scarface vibes. And then also he's like not even caring about other apes either. He literally like knocked over. He took one ape's horse, because he knocks one ape off its horse and does his Montana moment, and pretty much he kills apes who don't follow him. So then, and the whole time he's leading other apes and orangutans, gorillas, whatever, to battlefield. Also, Caesar's son, he's leading him into battle, and Caesar's son is not. It seems like he's not, used to confrontation with humans and, handling guns and all that. because he looks so lost and like scared, because he's like all, you know, because there's like death and destruction all around him, and apes are dying around him, and I thought also it was funny, the one, I mean, it's not funny, but one scene where after they think Caesar's been assassinated, Maurice, the big orangutan character, who's like also a friend of Caesar, he I guess he can speak. I guess all these apes mostly can speak, it seems, but they just choose not to, or I believe anyway, because like Caesar's son speaks a few times, but not much. Reese says like one word to the humans. He's like, "Run," because like pretty much he knows what's going down. They think, you know, Malcolm and friends has killed Caesar, so I would be like, yeah. Before they can even before Maurice can even tell me that, I know what I'm doing. I'm getting out of here. And then it reminded me of Jumanji a little bit, because then when Malcolm has to go get medical supplies, and apes are going crazy in the building, and like just shooting off guns in random places in the building. And then then Malcolm takes Caesar's son back to him, and then he's trying to tell him what happened, and pretty much they uprise against Koba, and you know, take out him, and even the fights, even the fight scene between Caesar and Koba, really pretty intense, I gotta say. I was rooting that I thought they would kill, you know, Caesar's older son, because I was like, they're not really gonna do that. I mean, because then that would give him way more motivation to also, you know, kill Koba. But no, Caesar's son is alright, and his wife and newborn are fine, and he tells Malcolm and also Gordon blows himself up along with his other buddies, because like pretty much they rigged the tower that all the apes are on or in. And then they also radioed in, since they got power back, they're able to radio in help. So they got the military coming in, so that's what's going to happen in the third film. I guess they'll encounter, I guess the war will go, you know, against the military. And so Malcolm pretty much leaves. Even that scene where he says goodbye to Caesar was kind of sad. But yeah, it ends with Caesar being, you know, accepted back into the clan, and yeah, get ready for the battle or the war against humans again. So overall, I didn't mind the film. It was pretty good, I guess. I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites. I know like a lot of people seem to say, oh, it's the best of the trilogy, or best in the series, or best movie of all time, one of the best movies made of all time. I wouldn't say that, but I would say it's a decent, you know, follow-up to Rise. I mean, the effects are good, if not better than, you know, Rise. It received a Academy Award nomination for Best Visual Effects. I don't know why, I think, okay. It was also nominated for 8 Saturn Awards. Also Best Director for Reeves, and Best Supporting Actor for... What I would assume, I would say he's like the main... He's like the lead guy or actor, not supporting. I don't get that. I mean, I guess Jason Clarke would be the main guy, but I don't know. Like, this seemed like this is way more about Caesar and the apes. But okay, I don't know how that works, but Okay. But yeah, Andy Serkis, when he does his motion capture stuff, he's different, all right. He's really good. But the acting in this is really good from mostly everyone. Andy, of course, is outstanding. Also, the guy who played Copa, I thought did really good. Or Koba did really good. Um, the other people that did like the apes. I don't know who played Maurice, but I thought he did decent. Um, but yeah, overall, I don't know when I'll get to the rest in the series. I don't know if I'll even do the third one, but anytime soon anyway. But if anybody wants me to finish Conquest and Battle, and of course do Rise, and then War of the Planet of the Apes, then let me know, and I'll work on doing that.